What is up, guys? Wraec here with a new video, and today we are going to talk about possibly the best boss damage dealer in the game, and of course I'm talking about Mary Lee. Well, to be fair, it's not quite that obvious. If you had no idea about the game and I put you in front of that hero list and you looked at the heroes, you'd probably not say, oh well, that's the best boss damage dealer in the game. You would look at somebody like Viperion, who looks threatening with the green flames and the snake, or maybe at a strong warrior like Thorin. Maybe those are the strongest damage dealers, but probably not the girl from next door. I found something out though. If you take a look at that, I think she killed Smokey. She seems to have his legs there. So, yeah, that probably would have given it away if we took a closer look at it. Doesn't seem to be quite the nice girl from next door, but, yeah, dark history, I assume. So, that being said, before we hop into any skills, let's do a boss fight. Because that is what we want to see. I upgraded her to 150 for this, or swapped out Vala for that. And we are just going to use a pretty nice team. I did a test fight already to improve on this. So the team we are going to use is basically this. We can keep her probably like here or here. I want to keep her a bit distant from the boss, so she's not the closest hero to him, but also within the vicinity of Smokey. After he's teleported, he will probably teleport to about right there. She will move one space forward. That should work out very well. And we are basically going to move Smokey to the boss, which is a bit strange, but actually helps my heroes survive there. Rainier in the back, and she will move a bit around here, so that should work out pretty well and keep her skill activated. One of her skills requires her to have no enemies within 2 tiles, which is easy in this situation because we have a range damage dealer with her, and the boss obviously he is a bit away, so that usually works out. Now gaining some attack buffs here, and Smokey, after activating his active skill, will also buff her. For now, we're just waiting for some ultimate skills. This is what she basically needs to upgrade or to activate her ability. And now it's active. You can see the basically exalted bow there that she has in her hand, and that thing is doing major damage. While she's jumping around, she's also nuking the boss there. Ooh, we lost Smokey. That is pretty bad. That is pretty bad, but we still have her. She seems to have dodged that, at least for now. Well, they didn't dodge that, so couldn't break our new record. This fight was a bit strange, but I think we got some solid numbers from her. So looking at that, we can see 4.8 million. 4.8 million from her, 2.4 from Corrin, which is another very insane damage dealer, and the other guys, even my Supreme plus Rainier, not even remotely close. She's dealing a ton of damage. So let's look at her skills and see why that is the case. Because she's an A-tier hero. You wouldn't think an A-tier hero is that great, but then again, most boss damage dealers that are very great, like Odie, like her, and like Corrin, are A-tiers. So don't let this fool you. A-tiers are very much strong in this game. So, Mary Lee. What is her thing? Well, she's pretty basic in most parts of her skills. So most parts of her skills, this is just her ultimate, and is basically just a moving skill, which is good. And she does damage to 2 enemies in a close initial location. So very easy to understand, very easy to use. Then we have, after every 2 normal attacks, she charges up before her next normal attack, dealing 160% damage and stunning enemies for 0.5 seconds. So not a long stun, not CC in that sense. It's an interruption mostly, which can be very good actually. If you hit a Smokey or something like that, can be very nice. Then we're looking at the hyper focus. That was the skill I was talking about. Mary Lee increased attack by 4%, attack speed by 25 when there is no enemy within 2 tiles. So we want to bring her in this situation where this is often active, because this is quite a nice attack speed buff, and the extra attack is something we obviously take as well, and is enhanced at later levels. And then we have hero focus. Just upgrade that. That's just straight up damage, crit damage boost by 50% in her base skills. In her skills, when we look at that, she has a crit of 108.7%. So if the enemy has no crit resist, which is, by the way, the stat that works against crit in this game, I'll give you a short version of this. You basically use the crit, subtract the crit resist, and that is the chance that your skills crit on the enemy. use your crit and the crit resist from the enemy, of course. So if your enemy has 68 crit resist and you have 100% crit, then you have 32% chance to crit. That is the way this works. So she has 100% crit. If the enemy has no crit resist, we will always crit. So extra crit damage in that sense can really be insane. Very good. Then we have Battlefield Learning. Battlefield Learning is her X weapon. That is the gear that you upgrade. That is this thing. This is basically what the skill for that. And Battlefield Learning is the skill that gives us all of our damage. That is basically the case. Marilee's attacks increased by 5% when other allies cast an ultimate up to 6 stacks. So we're already looking at a 30% attack boost, which is quite massive. Her normal attacks deal true damage after reaching max stacks. So true damage is defense ignoring damage. And a lot of enemies in this game have quite a lot of defenses. So if we can ignore that, that is very, very nice and gives us some insane damage. Then we have gain an extra stack of Battlefield Learning when the hyper focus take effect for every 10 seconds. That was this ability, no enemy within 2 tiles, you remember. So that is our level 5 ability, and then on level 10 we increase each stack of attack bonus to a cool 7.5%. And this is a massive upgrade. That means we no longer get 5%, we no longer get 30% total, and 35 with this one. But with the base 6 stacks we end up with 45% total, and with the extra one from hyper focus we are gaining to 52.5%. So pretty insane attack boost. We get an extra one at level 15, which I didn't yet get. It is a bit smaller of an increase. This is a 50% increase. This is less, of course. But still, you want to basically gain everything from it that you can. The Supreme Plus part that I don't have is decent. Is not necessarily, nor not necessary for our damage against the Dream Realm bosses. But it shortens the range that we need to have where there is no enemy to 1 tile. It was 2 tiles usually, now it's 1 tile, and that obviously in combination with her X weapon and the level 5 bonus is pretty nice to have. So that being said, how do you really get the most of it? Well, to get the most out of it, to get the most out of her weapon, you really want to buff her attack. You want to buff her attack speed so that you get a higher frequency of normal attacks. That is what will really help her, and that is what will really help her do well. You can of course get her extra crit buffs as long as you think that the enemy has crit resist, but other than that you're just looking at attack speed and attack. So that is what you really want. I would say we now go ahead and fight the boss. One little tip I want to give you though, when you're already here. I made those 150 for this video. If you're not aware, you can switch that around actually. So now the 150 is on my Vala, no longer on my Marilee. And for the situations where I really want to fight the boss or something, I can put my boss damage dealers up in here and they will do well. We pretty much use the same team. I just used against the Dream Realm boss now against Lone Gaze. Still has a ton of HP. Quite insane. So let's see what Marilee can do against the boss. Current rank, we dealt 8 million damage. So we're going to see if we can improve that. Let's go. Highest damage. Marilee wasn't even in here. Who are we going to take out? We're going to take out Vala. We're going to put in Marilee. No enemy within 2 tiles. Should not be a problem. The thing that I want to do though, I kind of want to protect both Marilee and our OD. Just because if they die, then we have a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap over Marilee because she can go back. She will jump back, that is no problem. It's just going to be a bit less damage early on. And then we have our OD. He's going to be connected to Thorin. And that is probably going to work out, at least I hope so. Let's see what we can do there. Yes, everything correct, okay. Boss went ahead immediately. That is annoying. Usually he stays back a little bit. And now he moved back to stand right next to our Marilee. Oh my god, okay, that is horrible. Can we do them manually? No, and not in this boss fight. Okay, probably going to have to do another fight on this one because they already had quite bad RNG. But we'll see. Now Marilee's in a good position. Getting the buff. And the boss jumped immediately on top of us. Very, very annoying. At least he doesn't do a ton of damage. The wolves do though. So we're now at 8 million. That was our last record. We just shattered it, I think. Smokey died, which could be a problem. Could be a problem still. Bit unlucky there. Our Odie's about to die. We just were very unlucky in this fight. At first our Odie and then our Thorin died. Didn't survive the entire fight that way. Because now the minions focus on that. But we at least improved to rank 5. So that's pretty good. We have to see. Maybe it would be better if we swapped the position of the Odie and the Mary Lee. Then again, I mean, Mary Lee will move back if the boss stands at the same position again, then this will be better. So go like this. I think that's alright. I think that's alright. Maybe we move the Smokey over here. Maybe that will be a bit better. So I would say we just go ahead, try it again, and let's see if we can improve our damage, because I think we just did very bad RNG, and it should probably be able to improve on that. Okay, Mary Lee some distance to the boss, so this is not bad. If she were to move now, please, into the Smoky area, that would be very nice. So now we have that is good. Our minions, of course, still alive. Starting to deal good damage. Still getting attacked in the fog. Mary Lee, I thought she moved out of the area, but actually Smoky with the special aroma, pretty big area, so should still be fine on that. They killed the Smokey again. I don't know why they focus him so much. I don't know why they focus him so much. That is very, very horrible. Don't even focus on the Odie or anything. Just instantly go for the Smokey. Not great. Not great. Still moving towards 9 million there. But without the heal, I mean, if you have our own healer die there, or only healer die there, that is not too great. But still, let's check that out. Odie here actually did more than her. That is interesting. She did 2.5, Odie 3.2, but still very nice combination there. And against the Dream Cyclops, we saw that she can do very insane damage. Now, Odie's also Supreme Plus. That is something that I should add. Still on this place, let's see if we can improve that. I think what we're going to try is, I kinda still want to protect the Smokey. Maybe we can let him survive a bit better. Odie did survive in the last attempts, though he was protected by Thorin. I'm not exactly sure if that's going to work out well. Let's see. Let's see if that is a bit of an improvement at least. I don't want to have the Smokey die, because the more heroes in your team die, the more problems you face in terms of those small wolves, because those will attack the remaining heroes you have there, and then you have a big problem, because they will die pretty early on. And also the boss then killed our tank, or Thorin, as well. All in all, not very great. That is something we really don't want to see. 5.5 million, 5.6, 5.7. Now we're back in the range where we want to be, to get the buff of Mary Lee. And now they killed Odie. I mean, like, without protection it's really hard to survive. The question is if it's really worth it to keep the Smokey alive if our Odie dies instead. So we'll see if the damage numbers are better. Need to now get a bit of heal from the Smokey. Some more damage by Mary Lee. Now getting in the 9 million region. Or Smokey died nonetheless. Was this actually an improvement? I'm not quite sure. But we're going to try again tomorrow. That is rank 5 damage, or are we still rank 5? So, let's take a look at the leaderboard. 9.253, so it was a bit worse. But still a very nice improvement. We're going to creep up the leaderboard here slowly, I think. Because I'm going to upgrade my Mary Lee as well. You see some nice damage there. Odie, Mary Lee, definitely both pretty insane. And Mary Lee is definitely the hero that I underestimated probably the most. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you already tried Mary Lee. Did you upgrade her to Mythic Plus to get her gear? Before Mythic Plus, by the way, she is okay. I used her a bit. Wasn't too fancy, let's be real about it. But once she reached Mythic Plus, it was quite insane. So, Let me know down in the comments what you think about her, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. With that, I wish you guys a great day. We'll see us in the next one.